These talks are loosely based on the book Satan Cast Out and deal with the relationship between God, man, and the angels, holy and fallen, from a biblical perspective. Well, we want again to continue talking about the relationship between these, what are now four groups. We've got men on one hand and we've got the angels on the other. We have the holy angels and we have the fallen angels, and we have in man we have man in Christ, and we have man in Adam. Those are the four groups that we want to consider, and of course this is all of these are only fully understood, or only accurately understood at all, in their relationship to God the Creator. Okay, so let's first of all take a look at man, and this is all building up our picture of who we are, who the angels are, who God is, so we can accurately think about these practical encounters between ourselves and the demons and so on. How can we can interpret situations which we come across? Okay, so man again, at the point of the we're all fallen. Okay, everybody is fallen. In Adam, we all share in Adam's sin. That's what it means to be human. That's part of our humanity. So, but we are restored to Christ through the cross. Okay, so it's through the cross that we move from being fallen to being in Christ. Now, those that's what man is. That's who man is. But if we want to understand how they relate, how man relates to Christ, we'll have to really address the issue of sin and the issue of what it means to be in Christ. So we'll go back to the garden. I'm going to draw something else now apart from a circle. So this is a revolution. Okay, so here we are in the garden. It's naked stick figures here. Okay, again, not a myth. This is what happened. This describes who we are as people. So in the garden, what happened? Well, we have the interplay of Satan, the snake there. You see the snake, and Adam and Eve, and the created world. Okay. So I won't go into this in detail, but what happened was that that Satan spoke to Eve. Eve persuaded Adam, and the fruit was eaten. But what happened beyond that narrative, under that narrative, supporting that narrative, was that a word was given by God. This, if you eat this, don't eat this fruit. If you eat this fruit, a certain thing will happen. You will die. Okay, as the English might put it. Okay, Satan came up with an alternative hypothesis. He said, "Oh, you'll not die. Actually, why don't you try it yourself? And in fact, God's hiding this from you." But at any rate, this was the point at which sin came into the world, and then death. So Satan was the one that introduced sin into the world. This is important. And sin is, what is sin? Well, sin is breaking a commandment of God. In this case, don't eat of the fruit. That was the only command. And what also is sin? What is represented in that act of sin? Well, it's contained in the temptation of the tempter. You shall be as gods, knowing that is determining truth for yourself, good and bad for yourself. Okay, so the act of sin is disobedience against the command of God, but what this is a usurping of God's authority, a desire to be as God. This is what is some of the things that are contained in this narrative of Adam and Eve and the fall in the garden. So to be fallen is to participate in the sin of Adam. So written within us is the desire to be as gods. We act this out in disobedience to God, and we act it out in saying that we can know things apart from God. Okay, so let's move on and consider then what we'll consider what it means to be in Christ. I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked it, well, like it. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. And if you want to send me a message, you can find me on facebook.com/christian.education. Thank you.